So far we worked on the UART interface, and currently we established the communication interface, so we can send data from a computer from the host to the bootloader and vice versa. And at first glance, the UART interface might seem safe and reliable. But in reality, there might be some accidental data changes. And it's about any communication interface you use. You cannot be 100% sure that data transmitted is identical to the data received. So it means that we have to work on mechanism to detect those the accidental data changes, data corruption. And for that, we will use Cyclic Redundancy Check, CRC. And you can find this feature, this technique in many different places. So let me explain how it is going to work. When you want to send data, first you compute the checksum. So you have, let's say, certain number of bytes, and for those bytes you compute the checksum. And when you send this chunk of data, you also transmit the checksum. And upon receival, you have that data and plus checksum. And what you do next, you take that received data and you compute the checksum. And ideally, if you receive non-corrupted data, the transmitted checksum, which was computed when transmitting the data, and the received and the checksum of the received data have to be equal, meaning that in that case, both data are identical to each other. But if some bytes changed, like during the transmission, the checksum computed on the received data won't be the same compared to the checksum computed when transmitting the data. Okay, and this way we can easily detect the corrupted data. And right now, of course, I understand you that this concept might seem complex, but the advantages of this technique outweigh the complexity, and later it will be really, really helpful for us. So that's why I would highly recommend you to include the CRC to detect the data flows. By the way, interested in the full STM32 Bootloader course? Head to stepschool.com for everything. The link in the description. And in this course, I will not explain the theoretical, the mathematical base of the CRC. Instead, we will jump straight to implementation of the CRC in STM32 microcontrollers. And hopefully after the implementation, everything should be clear for you. So first, let's open our project. We go to IUC file. First, we need to configure the peripheral. Next thing, we go to computing, CRC, we activate, and the input data format would be words. Okay, the rest we keep the default values. Next, let me generate the code. So after the code generation, we will create a function for computing the checksum to write our code in a structured, in a comprehensive way. I'm going to create a new library. So first I will create a new header file. So I call it serial port.h. And then I will create the source file. So everything related to the UART communication to the serial port, we will keep everything within this header and source file. Once the files are created, within the header file, I will include main.h. Then I will create a prototype for the CRC function. Okay. Then within the serial port, I will of course include the serial port header file. Then I have the definition of the function. And let me explain how it works. So first, about the arguments. So as I said, when we receive the data, okay. So first we have the data, okay, and this is like n number of bytes. We don't know, okay. Then we receive the CRC checksum computed from the host side, from the computer side, and this is always 4 bytes. Okay, then what we do, so here data is basically pointing the data we received, and the length is the number of bytes we received, and CRC host is the one that we received from the computer. Okay, then we initialize the CRC value to 0xFF, and we will go through all the bytes we received. Okay, so every time we call this HAL CRC accumulate to apply the CRC. So we do CRC, let's say, compute to this data. So this is like a host, and we have a CRC computed in the MCU side. Okay, so we basically, this is of course the pseudocode. This is the whole for loop, let's say. And then we do reset because we will compute CRC again later. So we need to reset the peripheral basically. And also I forgot one important thing is that, as you see, when we defined when we configured the CRC, we have this HCRC variable, which basically represents the CRC peripheral in our microcontroller. So we need to refer to it in our C file. So I just use extern keyword. So extern meaning that this is like a global variable, but I'm not creating a new variable. It's just pointing to this variable. So I just do reset. So next time we will start from the beginning. So we won't accumulate new bytes. Then what we do, ideally CRC that we computed here has to be equal to the one that we received from the host. In that case, the data is not corrupted. We received the good data. So what we do here, we just apply the if condition. So if they're equal, we return 0, meaning that we don't have any problem. If no, we return 1. So this is how it basically works. Very simple, very straightforward. And next thing we are going to implement, we are going to check this by sending the real data. So let's see how it works. By the way, interested in the full STM32 Bootloader course? Head to stepschool.com for everything. The link in the description.